everybody, welcome to CFC Fan TV. This is the Fans Q&A. Me and Charles love this segment, don't we?
So much.
Actually, because we get into a little bit of a debate. Should we just, we're just going to fly in, aren't we? Okay then, so thanks for all your questions. They're all great as usual. Lots of things going on, aren't there, at the club at the moment? So it's good to run through them all.
None of them that good.
Okay, in at number one, Jared Andre. Hello, Jared. Says, okay, he's got two questions.
It's not allowed.
Yeah, it's not allowed normally. We'll make it now. We're joking. Okay, what do you make of this Costa issue? Now, I did a video of this on Monday, and I wouldn't say. I mean, I would say I can empathise with some parts of Costa's story, but there are certain parts of it which are obviously self-inflicted. Yeah,
no, I mean, I've seen both, both on Twitter and just talking to mates. I've kind of heard both viewpoints by very kind of committed Chelsea fans whose opinions I respect. I've heard complete polar opposites. Whether you think Costa Costa's completely persona non grata, needs to be slung out, or that that Costa should be back. I mean, I'm kind of... My main issue is how poorly this situation has been handled by all three parties, and that's Chelsea first and foremost, that's Costa in a huge way, and it's also Antonio Conte. His job as the manager, he's meant to be managing this squad and these personalities, and it's fair enough if he's not going to work with someone, but it has to be done in the right way, and it has to...
You can imagine as well, I think, if you look at it from any perspective in any job, no matter what you've done wrong, no matter how badly you've behaved in your workplace, I don't think I've ever been text a message to say you're fired, you're let go. It's not a formal thing.
You've done some awful stuff.
Shut up, Charles. That's a lie. But no, you'd have a meeting, you'd have something, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You just cancel the message.
That's Costa's issue, as he put forward in the interview. My overriding feeling is that it's just a massive shame.
Yeah.
I mean, I think in all the stories and all the speculation and whatever, I think people just forget on form what a player he was for Chelsea. I mean, bear in mind I've been going for over 20 years. Certainly he's one of the best strikers I've ever seen in Chelsea. Yeah. And his goals have won us 2 Premier League titles. And you think about some of the legends we've had at this club, people that every Chelsea fan reveres. Some of them can't get close to Costa in terms of what he's actually delivered. So I just think it's a massive shame the way it's ended. I think it's terrible how it's been handled by everyone, and I massively include Costa in that, because he's clearly just a terrible kind of person to manage.
Yeah.
And I don't think he ever plays for Chelsea again.
Yeah. Well, I think one of those things is, like we say, when Conte came in, he doesn't have favourites, I suppose you could say, and actually Costa wants to be the favourite.
And he doesn't suffer fools, And it is Conte's right not to work with the people he doesn't want to work with, but
just a way to do it.
Well, it's a way to do it, and B, it's down to the club to get, sell him to Atletico Madrid for whatever money it is, not have this ridiculous situation where Chelsea have a threadbare squad and one of the best strikers over the last 5 years in the Premier League getting pissed in Brazil.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I never would have thought it would have ended this way. And like I said in my video, it sort of just discredits all the amazing work he's done for us and all the games and goals, titles.
Unless they've done something horrible, gone on Tottenham, I kind of remember the things people do on the pitch. So that's what I'll take from Costa.
Yeah. Okay, so that's answered that one then. And the second question from Jared is: do you think Conte and the board are at odds? There's definitely some sort of...
at odds, I do. I mean, look, Chelsea will tell you all day, Antonio Conte is a head coach. We call him a manager because that's our kind of language, our football language. He's a head coach. He's in charge of coaching the first team. Yeah. He's not in charge of transfers.
Do you know what I find strange, actually, is that whenever a manager comes to Chelsea, there always gets to a point where, no matter, not even if I thought the manager should have major involvement in who we do sign or whatever, it's well known that our board are the main people who get the transfers done. We're not a club that allows the manager to say, right, I want this one, and that's who you're going to get. So why are they so shocked a year or two in when they're not getting the players they want? That's what
because it's very frustrating. I mean, I'm well aware the days of the manager controlling everything are completely over.
Yeah.
But in terms of supporting the club and watching the team play, I want the players I want Chelsea to sign are the players that Conte wants to work with.
Yeah.
Now I think the Chelsea board are very concerned about the kind of players they buy, the age of players they buy, the amount of money they spend.
Yeah.
And that is sometimes at odds with what Conte wants. So yeah, I think to answer the second question that fella asked,
yes, they are.
Then yeah, I think so.
Okay, Andy Hall, thanks Andy. What's happening with Chelsea's pursuit of Cancelo? Have I said that right?
Just that.
And do they have any other options for wing back? Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, there's lots of options for wing back. Obviously, we discussed in Backpage Reviews, Oxlade-Chamberlain, Sandro, obviously on the other side. Aurier from PSG as well is a big one. But yeah, Cancelo is he's been monitored all summer. He's played for Portugal in the under-21 Euros, and I mean, look, he for me he's no more than on the list. He's kind of I'd say it's probably second or third choice, but it's a deal I could see happening before the transfer window ends, certainly.
Yeah. Okay. And then somebody else, Bitman_BR, says, should Ryan Bertrand be brought back to the club? I don't see it happening, but yeah.
I would love that. Anyone whose first Champions League game is in the final against Bayern Munich and winning the thing is all right by me. So yeah, I mean, I think if they're going to sign if they're so adamant they're going to sign a left wing back, then I think that would certainly be a way to go. I mean, he'd be bloody expensive, but we know he knows the club. We know he's a good player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and then Edward Powers, I quite like this question, even though it's not the best one. Does Kennedy still have a future at Chelsea?
No.
I'm going to say absolutely not. I mean, it's a shame actually, because when he sort of first came, maybe his first year of coming in or something like that, he was just...
Do you remember we were at Norwich together and...
Was it that? Was it that game?
He was really good. He scored last about a minute.
Exactly, he was brilliant, and I just thought, God, what a talented player, really fast, and I just thought, great. And then he wasn't getting picked, and I thought, that's a bit strange. I thought maybe it's because we do sort of have, I mean, especially under Mourinho, he picks his favourite players and that's it. And I thought actually he may actually excel more at a different club. But then he went to Watford, and was he injured there?
No, he wasn't injured. Didn't play.
Which I find really strange. But it's his attitude, no? And the whole thing on. Do you know what?
It's no good. It's no good.
I actually saw it on his Instagram story. I don't know. He made a comment in me about was it a guy sleeping or something? But I saw the guy sleeping, but I didn't see. It was in Chinese or.
It was.
In a different language. I just sort of sidestepped it. But I thought, I don't know if he should be doing that. It seems a bit for.
It was a terrible, terrible diplomatic incident with Chelsea, and I think they only realised the severity of it a couple of days later when the Chinese media started reporting on it. It's something the club did not need at all. There's all this kind of stories about Conte and the contract and transfers not coming in, and then suddenly your reserve left back is coaching off a whole country he had to be sent home with the door. No, he's not got a future at Chelsea. No. To my mind, I think it's not worth it. Basically, in fact, I can see him. There's already stories about him going on loan to the likes of Newcastle.
Yeah. Why does he want to behave in that way? Does he not know? I mean, I can only assume he's not that bothered about football.
Well, look, I mean, he's a young guy.
Really
grew
young.
Up in Brazil, and it's I don't know him. Do you know what I mean?
No.
So I can't say that. But in terms of Chelsea's point of view, it was such a poor diplomatic incident for them. It was a PR disaster for them basically.
Yeah.
And I think the club will be at pains to distance themselves from that.
Also, he has to remember he's playing for a top club. He's not playing for your Sunday football team. Not that it would even be okay then. But
He'd be decent.
I don't know what he's doing. Okay, yeah. To answer that question, then unfortunately no. Okay, and then one of the last questions: do you think Conte should think of playing Michy and Morata up top together, rather than Morata out wide, whilst our wingers are injured?
I'd rather just see Morata up top.
You're not that happy with Michy.
Well, no. I mean, it's not that, but I think certainly if Pedro and Willian are available, I think that should be the move. Mm-hmm. I think all the players know that system. I'd like to see two up front, and I think Batshuayi and Morata would work well together. But I mean, it necessitates changing the midfield. It necessitates changing other things in the team. So I think for the minute, just especially while we need to get points on the board, I'd stick with the tried and trusted formation, and hopefully, I mean, look, if it's Batshuayi starting, then fine, but hopefully it'll be Morata fit enough to start.
Yeah. Okay, so there you go. Thanks for all your questions. We'll be back next week, won't we, Charles, with some more fans Q&As. Hopefully we'll have, well, number one, we'll be celebrating 3 points against our North London rivals. We'll have some positive transfer news.
It's going to be great.
It's going to be brilliant.
Better than this one.
It's going to be brilliant. It's either going to be brilliant or like
rubbish. Yeah.
Need to sleep for like a couple months. Okay then. So if you didn't see Backpage Blues, take a look. That's up now, and we will see you all super soon. Yeah, why not? Go on, you Blues.